Round 39, we're using color H. We want to find any of the single crochet picot from last round, and we're going to start in the first back post single just after the picot. We'll start with a single crochet. We're going to skip these next 3 back post single, and in the single crochet 2 together, we're going to make a treble V-stitch fan. So we'll treble crochet in that back post single crochet 2 together, chain 1, repeat, treble in the same stitch, chain 1, and 1 more treble in that same stitch. So that's our treble V-stitch fan. Skip the 3 back post single, single crochet in that last back post single before the next picot, chain 1. This chain 1 will go behind the picot, and we'll repeat again, starting with that single crochet in the next back post single, the one just after the picot, treble V-stitch fan in that back post single 2 together. So we're skipping 3 stitches before working this treble V-stitch fan. Treble, chain 1, treble, chain 1, 1 more treble, skip the 3 stitches, single crochet in that next back post single, chain 1, and continue. So we'll repeat that around, joining to our starting stitch. Do not fasten off. So there should be 33 of these treble V-stitch fans, 33 chain 1 spaces, and 66 single crochet. So round 40, continuing with color H, we'll chain 1 and place a single crochet in that same stitch where we joined. Single crochet in this next treble, single crochet in the chain 1 space. We'll repeat that, single crochet in the treble, in the chain 1 space, and place a single crochet in that next treble and in the single crochet. Single crochet in the chain 1 space, single crochet in the next single. We'll continue that all the way around. So single crochet in each stitch and chain 1 space. Once you've worked your way around, you'll join with a slip stitch to our starting single crochet, and you can fasten off. Round 41, we're using color C. We want to join in a single crochet behind any of those picot. We're joining with a slip stitch. We're going to make a beginning popcorn in this stitch. So we'll chain 3 first, and then work 4 double crochet into that same stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4 double crochet, all worked in that starting stitch. We'll remove our hook from the loop, find the chain 3, insert in the top chain of that chain 3, and put the loop back on the hook, pull that loop through, which closes the popcorn. We'll chain 4, skip 3 stitches, and in that next stitch we're going to make a popcorn. So now we make 5 double crochet in that stitch. And 5. Again, remove the hook, insert in the first stitch, pull that loop through to make a popcorn. Chain 4, skip 3 stitches, and we'll repeat. So popcorn in the next, stitches. Those 5 double crochet, insert in the first double crochet, pull the loop through, chain 4, skip 3 stitches, and repeat. So we'll work that all the way around. So once you've worked your way around, we will just join with a slip stitch to our starting popcorn. I like to insert in that center part, or the eye of the popcorn. You can go ahead and fasten off. 66 popcorn, 66 chain 4 spaces. Round 42, using color D, we're going to join with a slip stitch between any 2 popcorns in the middle skipped stitch between those 2 popcorns. We'll work a beginning cluster, so we chain 2, double crochet in that same stitch. As we're working in front of the chain 4 from last round. Chain 3, and we'll work a double crochet cluster in the same stitch. So yarn over, insert in the same stitch to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we'll repeat, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. There should be 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops for that double crochet cluster. Then we'll chain 2, and we're going to find that next middle skip stitch between the popcorns, and we'll work a double crochet cluster, I'll do that once again, chain 3, and a second double crochet cluster. Yarn over, insert, make a partial double crochet, repeat, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, chain 2. So we'll repeat that around. Once you've worked your way around, you're going to have those chain 2 go behind the popcorn, and the clusters will be in between the popcorns. And so on. So once you've worked your way around, you'll join to our starting beginning cluster, and you can fasten off. So just a reminder, once you've worked your way around, to make sure that all these popcorns come to the front and the chain 2 goes behind the popcorns. You will have 132 clusters, 66 chain 3, and 66 chain 2. Round 43, we're using color A. We're going to join in this chain 3 between any of the 2 double crochet clusters. We want to insert under that chain 3. We also want our hook to go under the chain 4 from round 41 as well. We are going to make a single crochet to join our yarn. And in the same spaces, enclosing both of those chains, we'll make 2 more single crochet. And then starting with this next stitch is the start of our repeat. We want to single crochet in the popcorn, making sure that we enclose that chain 2 as well. So I'm inserting in that center of the popcorn, making sure my hook is under the chain 2 from last round, to place a single crochet. And then 3 single crochet in this next space between the clusters, and closing the chain 4 as well. So we'll continue that around. Single crochet in the popcorn, and closing the chain 2 of last round, 3 single crochet in between the clusters and closing both of the chains. So again, you can work that all the way around, joining to our first stitch with a slip stitch, but do not fasten off. 264 single crochet. Round 44, we want to slip stitch into the next stitch, which will be the center, the middle stitch of the group of 3 made between those 2 clusters. We'll skip the next stitch, and then in this next stitch we're going to make a small shell, and that's made up of a double crochet, chain 1, repeat, double crochet, chain 1, and 1 more double crochet. So 3 double crochet with a chain 1 in between. For a small shell, skip the next stitch, slip stitch in the next, and we'll repeat that around. Skip a stitch, small shell in the next, skip a stitch, slip stitch in the next, skip a stitch. So we've worked 2 repeats. You'll want to do that 66 times around. And these small shells should be made in the stitch above the popcorn. You'll join to our starting slip stitch at the end of the round and fasten off. So once we've worked this all the way around, our final slip stitch will go in the same stitch as our join from last round. We can go ahead and fasten off color A. There will be 66 large shells and 66 slip stitches. Round 45, using color B, we want to join with a single crochet to the first double crochet of any of the small shells. So single crochet in the first double of a small shell. 2 single crochet in the chain 1 space. Single crochet in the double crochet. We'll do that once more. 2 single crochet in the space, single in the double. We're going to make a spike slip stitch into the next chain 3 space between these 2 clusters, and closing all of the color A stitches. So to do that, we're going to insert down into that space between the 2 clusters, yarn over, pull up our loop, and we'll pull that up to the height of our stitches to finish a slip stitch. Then working on the small shell, single crochet in the double crochet, 2 singles in the space. Repeat, single in the double, 2 singles in the space, single in the double, spike slip stitch in between those 2 double crochet clusters. We'll repeat that all the way around. You can join with a slip stitch to our starting single crochet at the end of the round and fasten off. Round 46, using color C, we want to find the 4th single crochet of the small shell. So that's the single crochet worked into that sort of center spoke above the popcorn. Working in the back loop only, we'll make a single crochet to start this round. We'll work back loop only for all of this round. We'll half double crochet in that next stitch, double crochet 2 together, in this next single crochet first. So we insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to skip the next single, the spike, slip stitch, and the next single, and then working in that next stitch, back loop only, we'll insert, pull up a loop. Sorry, we'll yarn over first, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops for that double crochet 2 together. Half double crochet in the next single, single crochet in the next, which should be the center stitch of that next small shell. So we'll repeat that all the way around. Half double crochet, back loop only of the next stitch, double crochet 2 together in the next stitch, skipping the single, the spike, slip stitch, and the next single, placing the second part of that double crochet 2 together in that next stitch. Half double crochet in the next, single in the next. So I'll let you work that all the way around, joining to our starting stitch at the end. Do not fasten off. 264 stitches. For round 47, continue where we left off. We will chain 1 and place a half double crochet in that same stitch. Half double crochet in the next stitch, 2 half double crochet in the next, which should be the double crochet 2 together. So 2 half in there, half double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. So we'll repeat that around. 2 half double crochet in the double crochet 2 together, half double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So repeat that around, joining to our starting stitch, and you can fasten off at the end of the round. 330 half double crochet. Round 48, we're using color H. We want to find where we've made 2 half double crochet in the same stitch, and then we have a set of 3 half double crochet in a row. In the middle of that set, we want to join our color H with a slip stitch and chain 3. This chain 3 is the first of the part of a beginning popcorn, so we'll place 4 double crochet in that same stitch. That's 2, 3, and 4. For the start of our beginning popcorn, remove the hook from the loop, find the top of the chain 3, insert from the front to the back, pick up the loop, and pull that loop through the chain 3 to make our beginning popcorn. We'll chain 6, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then in this next stitch, which should be the middle stitch of a group of 3 again, we'll place a popcorn. 5 double crochet in, 5 double crochet in that stitch, insert in the first double crochet and pull the loop through, chain 6, skip those 4 stitches again, and repeat. So we'll work that all the way around, joining to our starting popcorn at the end of the round and fastening off. So after our last popcorn chain 6, we will join to our starting popcorn to end the round, fasten off. 66 popcorns, 66 chain 6. Round 49, we're going to use color D. We want to start after any of the popcorns, but we're going to be working into the stitches of round 47, working in front of round 48. So we want to find the second stitch after a popcorn, so that'll be the first of a set of 2 worked into 1 stitch. So we'll join with a slip stitch to that stitch and work a beginning double crochet cluster. So it's chain 2, double crochet in that same stitch for our beginning double crochet cluster. We'll chain 2, work a double crochet 2 together, inserting in the same stitch for the first part to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and leave those 2 loops on the hook. We'll yarn over again, and in this next stitch, insert our hook to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook for that double crochet 2 together. So we're going to chain 2. We want to work another double crochet cluster in the same stitch as the second part of our double crochet 2 together. So we'll yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Once more, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, pull through all 3. So double crochet cluster, chain 2, a double crochet 2 together, chain 2, double crochet cluster. We'll work a front post single around the top of the popcorn. So insert under the chain in front of the popcorn, around the back, out the next chain. Pull up our loop and finish the front post single crochet. Then in the second stitch after the popcorn, we'll repeat that with a double crochet cluster, chain 2, double crochet 2 together in the same stitch, and the next stitch, chain 2, double crochet cluster in that same stitch, front post single around the popcorn. So we'll work that all the way around, and I'll join you at the end of the round. So there will be 66 front post single crochet, 132 chain 2 spaces, and 198 double crochet clusters. That includes the double crochet 2 together. Round 50, we're going to use color A. We'll join with a single crochet to any of the front post singles made around the popcorn. We'll chain 2, skip the double crochet cluster, single crochet in the chain 2 space, and repeat. Chain 2, skip the cluster, single crochet in the space. Chain 2, skip the next cluster, single crochet in the front post single. So we'll just work that all the way around. Chain 2, single crochet in the chain 2 space twice, chain 2, single crochet. So you can go ahead and work that around, joining to our starting stitch at the end of the round, but do not fasten off. So 198 chain 2 spaces, 198 single crochet. Round 51, continuing with color A, we'll skip the chain 2 space, and in the next chain 2 space we're going to make a large shell. A large shell for this round is double crochet, chain 1 4 times, so that's 2, 3, and 4 times. We'll place 1 more double crochet in that same chain 2 space. We'll slip stitch in the next single crochet, and that single crochet should be above a popcorn stitch. We'll repeat that around. Skip the next chain 2 space, in the next one, we'll work that large shell. 4 double crochet, chain 1, plus 1 more double crochet, skip the chain 2 space, slip stitch in the single crochet. We'll work that all the way around, and I'll join you just at the end of the round. So once we've worked this all the way around, our final slip stitch will go in the same stitch as our join from last round. We can go ahead and fasten off color A. There will be 66 large shells and 66 slip stitches. Round 52, this is the last round for our part 3. We're going to take color B. We're going to work into the front post single of round 49. So that's this gold stitch here, working over top of these last 2 rounds. So with the slip knot on hook, we'll insert in that front post single above any popcorn, yarn over, pull the loop up to where we're working, and pull through for that spike slip stitch. We'll skip the first double crochet of this large shell, 2 single crochet in the chain 1 space. So I'm just going to tighten up my loop from that slip stitch a bit. So 2 single crochet in the chain 1 space. We'll skip double crochet, 2 single crochet in the chain 1 space. We'll do that a total of 4 times. Skipping that last double crochet and then working the spike slip stitch. So we'll work that all the way around. The 4 sets of 2 single crochet in chain 1 spaces. Spike slip stitch. Okay, so you can go ahead, work that around, and I'll join you at the end of the round. So when you've worked all the way around, we will just slip stitch in that first spike slip stitch, and you can fasten off. There'll be 8 single crochet per large shell and 66 spike slip stitches. And that completes part 3.